What's good, YouTube? Today we're going to be acting as the height versus face, the nature of delusion. I just came across this video on YouTube. We're going to go ahead and get into it. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe right now, man. Turn on notifications, like the video, and then get right into the reaction. Let me know what y'all think in the comments down below.
And if you could meet these kids,
if I had a family and times got hard, I would just walk out on them.
Guys, I know this has been an old discussion topic in these circles, kinda cliche, but I've got some stuff to say. It is related to something I wanted to talk about anyway, and I still get a lot of video requests regarding this topic as well. People say, oh, which one is more important to rehab, face or height? Guys, I think the reason why so many people mistakenly believe that height is more important than face boils down to humans' nature to cope. The nature of delusion in humans. The way it works. People will have much easier time believing in something that they can physically see and quantify. What they can see in concrete form will make them believe. We are still primates in that sense. We don't believe in something that we cannot physically see.
Your ad got over 1 million views, but did it lead to more foot traffic through your doors?
The lack of introspection in people's lives, their inability to recognize and understand if it is not shoved in their faces.
And even if things are shoved in people's faces, they still won't believe, which is the crazy part. Like, people don't, with everything, I'm kind of getting off topic, but with everything in the world to distract us, social media, alcohol, drugs, porn, like all these things are made to distract us as human beings. So it's hard for people to live in a reality nowadays.
In an explicit manner. This will all true in general for a lot of people. And this is actually one of the pillars of marketing. Men will cope whenever they can. Most men will believe that they are way higher in looks than they are.
Yeah.
You go ask those guys, they will say, oh, I am like a 7, bruh. The average oofy doofy unironically believes that. If he's below average, he will call himself average. And if he's average, he will call himself above average. At least a 7, right?
Yeah.
And when the reality doesn't match their belief and they get to see the results in the field, they tend to blame other stuff instead of facing the truth, putting in a little bit of mental effort. I mean, there's a study that shows that there's a big difference between how women rate men's faces and how men rate their own faces. Even if you choose to not believe in that OkCupid data, if you want to cope, oh bro, that is old data. There is newer data. A lot of men will successfully fool themselves into believing that they are not below average. They are that guy. Why? Because face is much easier to delude yourself about. Height, not so much. There ain't much wiggle room there for you to cope. If you are average, you will see blatantly you are getting towered over at times.
Yeah.
Like, there ain't much room to cope your way out of that one. Face, much easier. Oh, I am fine, you will say. There is not much difference between me and him. And guys, trust and believe this happens more than you think. How do I know?
Height is harder to like see. Like, for women, height, they don't know how to really quantify it. Like, they could see a guy who's 6 foot and they assume he's like 5'8". People usually, for me, in my experience, they either guess taller than I actually am or shorter. It's never like accurate.
Of this, you wouldn't believe.
Whereas like a face, you know, it's okay, you see it and it's subjective, right? You know, whereas height is more, you know, it's more of a fact, whereas face is more that's where it gets tricky, you know.
Hear from people, oh bro, there's not much difference between me and him, but height, like, what are you gonna do? 3 inches of height difference, there is like one standard deviation in height. That 3 inches is much easier to believe in than one standard deviation of difference in facial attractiveness. And the second aspect of this, the second layer in this delusion, human delusion, has to do with how much we are getting lied to. And not always in a malicious manner, guys. Sometimes it is the white lies from people around you. People who you think care about you. It could be
your mom. Your mom, okay, hold on. Some of you niggas, I need to talk to y'all real quick. If your mom telling you you handsome or your grandma telling you handsome, that's the only woman that's told you handsome your whole life, you're not attractive. I'm sorry, I said it, but this is just the case. You need to have a broader selection or test group of women, even some men, tell you you're attractive for you to really like know, okay, I'm attractive. Because your mom and grandma told you, that does not mean you are attractive. I'm just gonna be honest with you. So, probably a lot of you
Family.
younger dudes.
I mean, my mom, guys. My mom used to say, "Oh, there is nothing wrong with your looks." Because, guys, your mom is your mom. There's got a blind spot. This line isn't always on purpose and in a malicious manner. It doesn't even have to be your own family. People will lie and won't even know about it. That is what makes it so difficult to see through. People won't be honest about your face. Most people will not. It is much easier to be honest about your height though. I mean, check this out, guys. I know this is Reddit, but he would have gotten similar responses if he asked this very same question to randoms or to people he knows in real life. Sadly, we don't have access to those responses. But check this out. 32-year-old male, solutions-based person who doesn't care about the feels. What can I do to look better? And he posts multiple pictures of himself. You can see he's balding. Not even balding, like bald. Balding would have been an accurate word, adjective maybe 10 years ago. He's bald now. He was balding 10 years ago, right? Like at this point, even a hair transplant might be too late. At this point, his only option as far as his hair is concerned, non-existing hair is concerned, might be shaving it off. Then he has a long face. The eye area is not good. Overall, easily sub 5 face. That is the reality of the situation. You wanted honesty, and I'm gonna give it to you. You wanted brutal honesty, and you are gonna get that. Maybe Reddit won't give it to you, but I will. And guys, look at the responses he's getting. You look great. Self-love is way to go. Oh, you look fine, bro. You just need to shave, and then you'll slay. Nah. People will lie to you. Look, guys, I know this is Reddit, but people will give you advices like this in real life as well.
And normally Reddit people be honest. Like, I don't know.
In reality, this guy needs someone who's gonna keep it real with him. I mean, if I had someone in my life before who would have pulled me aside when I was a teenager and straight up told me, dude, Rehab, first you gotta fix your looks, because it matters a lot more than you think. If you don't fix these issues immediately, you will ruin your life. Don't be late, you will ruin your life. If you go down this path of, becoming a well-rounded person, traveling and going to the gym, you will ruin your life. And 10 years down the line, you will find yourself making videos at night, all alone, when your peers are getting married and having children. People were not honest with me. Nobody was. Nobody was.
$386,808.
$3,000.
$144,000.
I got responses like this. I mean, like this guy has gotten. And he will likely believe them. Oh, brother, you look just fine, sheesh. Just shave your head and grow beard. No, dude, he doesn't look fine. Stop telling him that lie. And even if he loses weight, shaves his head, and grows beard, like, he will have limited options in the dating market.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would say he's better off overseas. He has two options, basically, two realistic options, right? Either go monk mode and subscribe to Hemrand, or go to Southeast Asia. He's already 32. He's already past the point of hair transplant and finasteride. Like, honestly, he should have been on finasteride just about a decade ago. Now you can't even get a hair transplant, cause you ain't got the grafts anymore. Healthy hair grafts for that to happen. This guy would need, I would say, about like 20,000 grafts or something to recover. But he should have been told this a decade ago. Decade.
It's so important, man. Like, when you're trying to better yourself, to have the right people around you who are going to be honest with you. Regardless of what this guy did, he probably would still be chopped. But I mean, yeah, when we're talking about yourself, you should want to be the best looking version for yourself. It's okay to get feedback from others, but again, it's not everything looks, but you will have a somewhat of a better life the better you look. People will treat you differently. You'll be more noticed. It's just the way things are. And I'm not saying it's everything, but there are pros and cons, right? With just like with everything in life. But in my opinion, the pros of being attractive outweigh the cons to me. There's pros and cons of being average. There's pros and cons of being short. There's pros and cons of being tall. There's pros and cons of having money and not having money. Like, it's just, what do you want? And then be okay with the challenges that are going to come with that.
There you go. Not now. Brother, you should have gotten a hair transplant, lose weight, and hop on finasteride a decade ago. And then you go ask Reddit. As if the gaslighting and lies you have been told in real life wasn't enough. What are we doing here, brother? Of course they are gonna tell you, oh, get a photographer. Okay, let's say you frauded your pictures on Tinder, right? The women you meet in real life, you really think they won't recognize that they have been catfished? Photos won't change the way you look in real life. Oh, there's someone for everyone. No, there's not. Oh, just be yourself. No, dude. Don't be yourself. You have seen where being yourself takes you. I would say it is time to try something else. But again, he should have heard these comments a decade ago, not now. This guy would have benefited from it immensely. Immensely. But what happened? He got lied to all his life. Harder to believe in a lie about your height though. When you are short, you will know. You will have no choice but to know that you are short.
So if I said to you, screw the interview, let's have some fun, would you be down or not?
I would probably say you're not 6'4".
What does the height have to do with anything?
Height matters. I got good genes. You gotta have good genes too.
Guys, when it comes to face and height discussions, I believe the importance of face is still underrated when it comes to specific circumstances, because people don't really understand the difference it can make when you beat that bell curve. But it is just so difficult and rare. Everybody thinks they are that guy when they are not. An ideal height will get you.
Yeah, so women rate the vast majority of men based on this video. Obviously, you should do your own research. Under 5 or at a 5. That's a lot of average men in women's eyes, right? We're talking about women. Y'all care about attracting women, right? Don't matter what you think about how you look, what your mama think about how you look, what she said to you when you was 14 years old. If if you're not getting the results of women you want to get, it's probably see you as below average or an average male. As far as looks, we're just talking about looks here, because honestly, looks is a very important part of dating. We see that now.
Woman, yes. But an ideal face will also get you woman, yes, and then some. It will get you movie contracts. It will get you into acting, even if you are not talented. You will be just a face to show on camera. The doors a genuine, bona fide 8+ face can open, man. Ask yourself this question, guys. Answer me.
Pretty privilege is, I hate using this word. I would say more handsome privilege. Handsome privilege goes for men. Pretty privilege goes for women. It's on both sides. They both experience certain things when they're attractive, and when you're attractive, you have certain privileges that people don't. Those are the pros, right? The cons, there's some cons. I'm not going to get into all that right now. But yes, you get privilege when you're attractive.
Because this is how I look at it.
People will give you stuff for free. I've literally been given stuff for free just because I was attractive from women. So it happens.
Would you rather have any face you can choose or any height you can choose? That is how I look at it. Most people.
What would y'all rather have? Height or face? Let me know in the comments.
People in real life will go with height. This is why face is underrated. Because everybody thinks they are that guy. But that guy territory, 8+, that is exactly where face makes a big difference. If we are talking about the average ranges between the, top 30th percentile or 40th percentile, yes, height will be more important. Because the difference between a 5 out of 10 face and a 6 out of 10 face is minuscule. Women consider the vast majority of men to be below average anyway. So height will get you more return in that territory. But people really underestimate what a heavenly face can get you. Because again, you got those guys walking around like they are 8, a 7 at least. Yeah. No.
Boy, if you are a 6 foot and up and you have a nice face, bro, oh my god, it's gonna be easy for you out here, bro.
No, you are not. To explain with a very basic calculus.
You don't have to even be 6 foot. If you have like an attractive face, bro, and you're 5'4", you're gonna have success in dating.
Just imagine a concave and convex slopes on a coordinate plane. Return on investment for height and face is exactly like that. Face starts off slow but picks up pace as you progress further from the vertex. For height, it is the other way around. It starts off fast and keeps bringing more higher marginal return per additional unit. During the mid-ranges, height will be much more out there, much more felt regarding the Mach factor. But as we keep moving further from the vertex, the return you will get from that will start diminishing. And after some point, it will even be negative. It will cause you discomfort even. Imagine being like 7'4" and not fitting anywhere.
Leilani, stop.
I still personally think that the ideal height is about 6'6". If you are a bona fide 6'6", legitimate 6'6", without shoes, that is the ideal height, without being freakishly tall. This coordinate plane pretty much sums up my stance regarding this debate. If it is the oofy-doofy range, I will pick height. That one standard deviation difference in height, you will feel that, bro. Just imagine going to 6 feet from 5'8". There is a big difference.
Yeah, that's 3
but
inches.
Going to 6 from 5, you know what I'm saying? The problem is this nuance is not understood by people. Even in this community, because men will cope when it comes to things in life that take a bit of contemplation, a bit of mental effort and ability. Height, they can just see out there without having to use their primate brains.
Right.
So you see a lot of like tall, good-looking Caucasian dating coaches trying to give advice to someone who's short, like a man of color, and it all boils down to like one thing: JBW. Just be white. Like he can't explain or break down how he's attracting women. He's like, oh, just be yourself, bro. It literally, his game is
fake productivity is the enemy of real growth, and most founders are drowning in it. Your work ethic isn't the issue. Your skills aren't the...
I'm a white, tall, mid-looking guy, and that's it. He's not interesting. He's not charming. He doesn't talk well. He's just tall, he's mid, and he's white. And that isn't just gonna work for guys like us that don't have like natural, like genetic advantage.
Okay, I think if you're giving people this advice, you gotta just keep it real. Not every woman wants a white dude. If you're a black guy, there's a lot of women out there for you. I don't know what the
I
hell
can't
this
teach
is
height,
talking about.
I can't teach like Caucasian, and I can't teach handsome.
And I know what you're gonna say. Oh, yep. If it is about the mock being undeniable, being out there, why doesn't this apply to the third leg of whole eternity? Ethnic background.
Brother.
Because that is also affecting a person's looks, right? Guys, the truth is, it is much more socially acceptable to clown men, not people. Nobody cares about women's height, but men. Clown men about their height, but not about their nationality.
And that's the crazy part. I'm about to end the video here. Let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think it's okay for women to clown us about our height? Like something we can't control? Would y'all rather have height or face? Let me know in the comments down below. And I can't wait to debate y'all and see what y'all thoughts are on this topic. But other than that, man, we off the camera. I'll see you on the next video.